13 car buying scams to watch out for. Secrets car dealership don't want you know by Carhelpout Local certified mobile mechanic service near you. The feeling is almost universal. It starts as a small spark. Maybe you saw a commercial, or a neighbor pulled into their driveway with a gleaming new machine. Perhaps your current car is starting to show its age, making strange noises that are getting harder to ignore. Whatever the trigger, the idea takes root. It's time for a new car. You begin to imagine yourself behind the wheel, the smell of the fresh interior, the smooth hum of the engine as you cruise down the open road. This is the dream, the exciting part of the car buying journey. It's a significant milestone, often the second largest purchase most people will ever make, right after a house. The anticipation builds as you browse online listings. Configure models on manufacturer websites. Picture the freedom and utility a new vehicle will bring to your life. This initial excitement is what the entire automotive industry is built upon. They sell not just transportation. They sell a lifestyle. They sell an image. They sell a feeling of progress. Dealerships are designed to amplify this excitement. The moment you step onto the lot, you are greeted by rows of perfectly polished cars. Salespeople approach with wide smiles, ready to hand you the keys for a test drive. They want you to connect with the car on an emotional level, to fall in love with the way it drives, the features it offers, and the way it makes you feel. This emotional connection is a powerful tool. However, beneath this glossy veneer lies a much more complicated reality. The car dealership is a business. Its primary goal is to maximize profit. The friendly salesperson, the helpful finance manager, the impressive showroom, all part of a carefully constructed environment designed to separate you from your money. For every honest transaction, there are countless others riddled with hidden traps, psychological games, outright scams. These tactics prey on your excitement, your lack of knowledge, and your desire to avoid confrontation. The dream of driving off in a new car can quickly turn into a nightmare of financial regret. This is where the dream and the reality collide. The path from wanting a new car to owning one is a minefield of potential pitfalls. Many buyers, fueled by emotion and a desire to get the process over with, walk into dealerships unprepared. They are unaware of sophisticated strategies developed and refined over decades to squeeze every last dollar out of a deal. They trust the process will be fair and transparent, only to discover later they've overpaid by thousands, agreed to unfavorable loan terms, purchased worthless add-ons. This guide is designed to bridge that gap between expectation and reality. It's here to arm you with the knowledge you need to navigate this treacherous landscape and ensure your car buying dream doesn't end in a financial disaster. To understand how to avoid the scams, you first need to understand why they exist. The modern car dealership operates on a business model many misunderstand. Most people assume dealers make the bulk of their money from the car's sale price. While that's part of it, profit margins on new cars are often slim. Only a few $100s. The real money is made elsewhere. In the financing office, through trade-ins in the service department, and through add-ons, fees, and charges, often tacked on without full disclosure. That pressure creates fertile ground for deceptive practices. The system is structured to give the dealership an information advantage. They know the invoice price. They know the current market value. They know available rebates and incentives. They know the rates you truly qualify for. You, the buyer, walk in with the MSRP and whatever online research you've done. The salesperson's job is to control the flow of information and steer the conversation. They create a sense of urgency, play on your emotions, and use confusing jargon to obscure true cost. They are trained negotiators. You buy rarely. This is why they play games. It's high stakes. Every small victory adds up, getting you to pay a few $100s more, accepting a lower trade-in value, adding a $1,500 extended warranty, or slipping in a $500 documentation fee. Each is a small win for them. The process is made confusing and exhausting. They may keep you at the dealership for hours, wearing you down until you just want to leave. This wearing down strategy makes you more likely to accept terms you'd otherwise reject. They turn the deal into a marathon of attrition, betting you'll give in first. These scams aren't always the work of evil individuals. They're a product of a high-pressure system that incentivizes deceptive behavior. Salespeople and finance managers have quotas and commissions pushing profit maximization. That doesn't excuse it, but it explains it. They're not just selling a car and a loan, an insurance product, a service contract, and a host of other items. Pull back the curtain on this system and you can treat the transaction like a business deal and protect your financial interests. Consider this your personal shield against the dealership's arsenal of tricks. Over the course of this deep dive, we will systematically dismantle the 13 most common and costly scams. This isn't vague warnings or generic advice. We'll get into specifics, how each scam works, what it looks like in practice, the precise language salespeople use. My goal: transform you from an uninformed, vulnerable target into a confident, knowledgeable buyer who can spot these traps from a mile away. Recognize red flags before they cost you money and gain the confidence to walk away from a bad deal. This is the playbook the dealership hopes you never see. We'll journey through the car buying process from your initial online search to the final signature in the finance office. We'll start with the bait, the scams that get you in the door, phantom inventory, misleading internet prices that seem too good to be true. Then the dealership floor, lowball trade-in offers, the classic bait and switch. Next, the finance and insurance office, the most dangerous room. Highest pressure tactics are deployed here, payment packing, yo-yo financing, a sea of worthless add-ons. This expose isn't limited to dealerships. Private sellers have unique, often worse, dangers. Watch for odometer rollbacks, undisclosed salvage titles, the dangers of lien sales. Many assume buying privately avoids dealer games. But without the minimal consumer protections offered by a licensed dealer, you can find yourself in an even worse position. We'll give tools and checklists to protect you anywhere. Knowledge is your best defense. No stone unturned. By the end, you'll have a complete framework to buy safely. We'll provide actionable solutions and strategies. Learn the right questions to ask, how to verify information independently, how to negotiate from a position of power, not desperation. This is more than a list. It's a method to take control. Prepare to have your eyes opened. The secrets the car industry doesn't want you to know are about to be revealed, and it will change how you buy a car forever. Let's begin.